Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm back with another live. I want to get something off my chest real quick. Um, I I recently saw the first part of Vlad's interview with Akon not too long ago. Um, I like to say that I'm not coming at Akon. I'm not trying to really get at him. I like the brother. I think he's an enterprising brother. I think him doing what he did with the label and signing Lady Gaga and blowing up as he did is just incredible. The brother is successful, and what he's trying to do in Africa, don't get me twisted, I really do support it. Him trying to bring more infrastructure, bringing Africa closer more into the 20th century, into the century of now. Let's just put it that way. I think is commendable to the brother. However, I want to say this. When it comes to my foreign brothers and sisters from the diaspora, when it comes to y'all, when y'all come over here, and you're presented with having, trying to talk about the situation and the relationship between Black Americans in this country, I really, really would like y'all just to not answer the damn question. Okay, I really would like y'all to just chill out from the question until you're better informed about what you're about to say. Because my thing is that, a lot of y'all, you just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to say this, and this has to be said. To my foreign Black folks from Africa, some of my brothers from the West Indies, from Caribbean, let me say this. When it comes to Black Americans and America, when it comes to this country, all right, you guys are going to be outside looking in. Period. It's just how it's going to be. Our relationship with this country is like a tumultuous, complex marriage. It's just, you don't know who's right or who's wrong. It's just a conglomerate of past craziness and all kind of stuff that you really shouldn't want to even get yourself in the middle of. Okay? I mean, we're not just talking about entanglements. We're talking about goddamn octopus of entanglements. See, that you don't want to get in the middle of that. Here's my situation with what Akon was saying. I understand that what he was trying to say basically is that he feels that, hey, listen, America isn't going to get you reparations. America is not going to get what you got to get. If they had intentions of doing those things, they would have did it already. So come back to Africa. And you'll be better off there. I mean, here's the thing, okay? All right? Here's the thing. Let me roll this down. I need some air. Here's the thing, okay? To my brother Akon. Listen, I'm not against Akon. Like I said before, I'm not mistaken, he's from East Orange, so he's around my way. You know what I'm saying? He's a Jersey cat like I am. So I have nothing against Akon. But for Akon and my foreign brothers, I want you to understand, Akon, yes, you're right. They never had intentions of giving us reparations. And they never had intentions for us even still being here. They never had intentions for Jim Crow to die off. They never had intentions for us to even be able to vote. Akon, they never had intentions for a lot of stuff. And you know what? They never had intentions of us ever being free either, Akon. They never had intentions of that either. But you know what, Akon? And this is for all my foreign brothers and sisters out there. I want you to understand what I'm about to say. They never had intentions of it happening. And what happened? I'll tell you what happened. We made them have intentions of it. Do you understand now? We made it to where they had to change. This is the history that you guys don't quite understand about this country. We made this country as it is. See, you guys come from all these other areas and you think that, a lot of these changes came from white folks, and that's just not the case. Okay? It's not. All right? These changes came because we put the pain in. We put the effort in. We were courageous and bold, and we made it be like this. Don't get it twisted. This country is shaped because of what we have done. Nothing more, nothing less. And when you guys comment sometimes, you don't have this mentality you don't have this antidote of idea in your mind of the reality of this country because you don't understand the history of it. You know what I'm saying? You might be getting it for some white person somewhere. You don't understand the full reality of what the country stands on. So you come from a different mentality, and a lot of times it's flawed because you don't understand the object factual history of things. So you go ahead and say all this crazy stuff like Akon. Yeah, we know that, okay, so they don't want to give us reparations. And guess what? Just like the Civil War, just like the Civil Rights Movement, just like every other thing that happened in this country, just like all the rebellions that changed the world, just like the Haitian Revolution that made France go bankrupt and literally give us half of the rest of the country, we are going to change the world again and make America give us our reparations. That's what's going to happen. As simple as that. History is always the best litmus test for the future. Okay? And my thing is that I understand what you're trying to say. Hey, listen, come to Africa. Let me say this. I not like a lot of black folks. I actually want to go see Africa. I do. I want to go see Africa. I want to go see the countries. I want to see, because I think truly, I don't believe all the bullcrap that happened in news media. Hey, Africa got this and that, and you got bears and tigers and lions. Oh my, they're gonna eat you. I don't care about that stuff. I want to see the country because it's, no matter what you say, genetically, that's where we come from. Genetically. But don't get it twisted. If I go see my country, if I go see Africa, I'm just going to see Africa because of my own curiosity. Africa truly will never really be my home. I want you to understand this. If you think I want to move as far as to live in Africa, nah. Listen, Akon, guess what? You may want to leave East Orange and go to live there because that's what you originally came from. But brother, where you came from, East Orange, the East Orange North area, that's my hood. That's where I came from. I'm not leaving that. Okay? I'm not leaving that. This is my home. America is my home. Point blank period. Now, and if you think that I'm going to go to Africa and I'm going to change my mentality of how my outlook is on everything, no, I'm not. I'm not changing anything. Okay, I would just love to see my people. I would love to be surrounded by my people, but my mentality on situations never changed because white supremacy never changed. And another thing, let me say this, Akon, you think that we as black Americans are stuck on the past? Is that what you think? If that's what you think, you're absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Black folks have tried their best to move past. We've always have. This is why, like I said before, when you guys come from these other countries, come over here, you really got to tiptoe when you talk about our history between black Americans and America. It's a very tumultuous situation for you to be talking about. What you got to understand is that there were very much communities that were doing well, Akon. You had Black Wall Street in Tulsa. You had Wilmington, North Carolina. You had tons of communities and cities and towns that were doing well, where black folks, they didn't care about slavery. They were moving on. They were winning businesses. But guess what? Guess who didn't move on? Guess who were still stuck in the past? White folks. The white communities that lived next to them were still stuck in the past. They still feel that we still should be slaves. They still feel that we should be under their foot. So what did they do? They burned the towns down and killed everybody in there. So when you talk about, oh, you guys stuck in the past, no, we've always pulled ourselves up by the bootstraps. The problem is that white folks didn't like the fact that we were being successful and made sure to sabotage it. So when you talk about this stuff about racism being some type of past tense, no, it never, that's the whole problem, Akon. It's not past tense, it's present tense. If it was present tense, you wouldn't have a Breonna Taylor. If it was present tense, you wouldn't have a George Floyd. If it was past tense, you wouldn't have Ahmaud Arbery. If it was past tense, all those deaths would not be there. You wouldn't have a Sandra Bland if it was past tense. No, this thing is very much present. And that's why we fight it. And if you think that we going to live in Ghana or Kenya is going to change our situation in any form or fashion, you're really fooling yourself. Listen, Akon, listen. I understand that y'all don't see white folks that much down there in Africa, but don't get it twisted. White supremacy is very much present in your country and in your continent. Very much so. Okay? It's just invisible. That's all. And they just do it the same way they do it in other cities in America. They'll have some black cat that's been vetted, that's just the coon next door, be mayor and do their bidding. That's what you have in most of those governments over there. You have some black guy that's been chosen by some white folks that have money, and they do their bidding of whatever, if it was white folks with money or corporations, they do their bidding. That's it. That's all it is. Is that a difference? It's a distinction, but there's no real difference. So what I'm saying here is that, Akon, I understand what you're saying, brother. You want black folks to move back to the motherland. Black Americans are not going to move back to the motherland. I'm not. As much as I talk shit about New Jersey, I love this state. I love this state. I love New Jersey. Okay? I love America. I traveled all around this darn country. I love this country. You know what I'm saying? And would I like to go ahead and see Africa? Of course I would. Moving there is a totally different situation. I don't know about that. The reason why I say it's a different situation is because, believe it or not, you guys still have a long way to go. Let me say this, Akon. I'm going to end it with this, okay? This is what I want you to end. I want to end it with. I want this to be out there. For anybody that think like Akon or whatever, we're going to get our reparations. You're going to get reparations. Be a hook or crook. It's going to happen. What our brothers over there in Africa could do, what I want our brothers over there in Africa to do is do this. I want y'all talk about us going over there, but y'all don't do well with the immigration laws over there. What you got to do is make it easy for black Americans to get double citizenship. We want double citizenship to be able to get double citizenship in your countries. We want to be double citizens like that. We have all these immigrants that come over the border, and the Democrats want to go ahead and give them citizenship like that. Why can't we get the same situation in Ghana, in Kenya, in Morocco, in these other countries, South Africa? Why can't we get the same treatment? If we're technically from Africa, it should be no problem. It should be laws. If you're a descendant from the Atlantic slave trade, automatically you get double citizenship. Put that on the books. Put that on the books. Once you put that on the books, you are cool with me. Okay? All right? Because what we're going to need from y'all, because y'all right now, as much as I love Africa, right now Africa is not in any situation to truly be what I like to call allies to anyone. They're just not. They don't have the capability. And once we get our money, because we're going to get our money, we need to build some of those countries from the ground up. And once we do that, we'll be cool. We need to build y'all from the ground up. We need to build Africa from the ground up. Reason why is, us as black Americans, us as black people, period, we should, all those countries in there should be functioning basically at the same level Israel is functioning. Basically, military, nuclear warheads, and their own CIA agency. That's what we want from Africa. That's our contract to you. We want to be able to build you guys up to be what you're supposed to be. and help give us access to help build you guys up to be what you should have been all along. Okay? The most powerful continent in the world. Point blank period. You do that for us. Okay? And please, brother, Akon, brother, I really would like you to talk to a historian, not no Skip Gates. You know what I'm saying? Forget him. I mean like a James Small, someone that knows what they talking about before you get on these interviews and start talking about what we go through. No, brother, you got to talk to real ones first before you start talking about us, man, because you might be well misinformed. But that's my rant. That's all I'm going to go ahead and say. I might leave this on IGTV. I might not. I don't know. But that's just my rant on it. And like I said, I love Akon. I love the brother. I love what he's doing. I love my brother doing successful things. But brother, really, you really have to, consult with some real ones that are all about black people in this country. And you know what I'm saying? Go to Tamika Mallory before you talk some stuff. Go to, you know what I'm saying? Go to some brothers. Go to Tariq. Go to Tariq Nasheed. They'll graduate school you on some stuff. But brother, come on, man. Don't go to Vlad. Vlad don't know what the hell you're talking. Vlad's on the bullshit. Vlad's been on some bullshit for a little while. You know what I'm saying? So just consult before you get these questions for some of these motherfuckers from the dominant society. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm out. Peace out.